Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new Dive in Live show, live from Valencia, Spain, and Rotterdam, because I have on the other side the Anderdox. Yeah.
Yay!
Yes, welcome, guys.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Yep.
Except for the coronavirus, but yeah, for the rest, it's everything fine.
How was
Yes.
King's Day yesterday?
Mm, yeah, strange, but yeah, it was nice with friends. Just we had a drink and sat on the grass, and
Okay,
Yeah,
so we're not gonna see you
fun,
on
but
we're not gonna see you on national television this time,
no, 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 no.
because last time, like,
Yeah,
uh,
we all know what happened next.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Well, it's like good to have a moment of fame, isn't it? Yeah, I missed it for the first time. It's weird because I was like on Instagram and I saw everybody like, "Hey," yeah," and Amsterdam was like totally crazy. I was like,
Yes.
"What?" It's like it's over, like there's no more Corona in Holland, which is pretty funny. Yeah. So no parties. You didn't do any parties yesterday.
No.
No, only fantasizing about it.
Good. Yeah, only fantasizing. Well, it's coming soon. Hey, attentive line, just tuning in before his work. Nice. Welcome. Let us know if you're online. Nice. If there's some Rotterdam people out there, because you guys are from Rotterdam, which is a lovely city for electronic music. I used to play in Toffler. And
Hmm.
where did I play more? Perron, I've played, which is really
Yeah.
nice. I love Perron. Is Perron still doing stuff?
Um, where?
But yeah, they do a lot of dark techno parties, but
Okay.
Peron is still, yeah,
Yeah,
Peron
yeah.
is
They were still up and
Peron is
running.
still.
So
Yeah,
no, yeah, and I also play. What was it? This for Kadir Pelit. He always did these parties.
but it's about 40 years ago, right?
Yeah, it's about 40 years ago. Yes, yeah, maybe 45. I played a prison in Rotterdam, which is really cool. Like a really nice location, an old factory called Magazijn or something. I don't know. Anyway, you have a lovely city there, and I'm happy to have you guys in the show. And I'm also proud, and it's also sort of like promotion, of course, because Sonny, you did
Yeah,
like my beginner's course last year in
in
June,
April. No, in
April,
April. Yeah,
April. So it
yeah.
took you a year to get to a level where you're actually releasing music, and chapeau, monsieur, because you've been
Thank
sending
you.
me lots of music in between, like how it was going, and how's the mix, and can we add something here, or how can I make the sampler work? you know,
Like 15 minutes ago.
yeah, yeah. So it's nice, and I'm super proud of you because I always tell everybody that the only way to really master something really quick is by doing it a lot. And besides you throwing parties and having a job and a girlfriend, you made it happen. So yeah, well done, amigo. I think we have UK on the line because your release, you did a first release, I think. Also in April, right? Or no, in February or something?
In the first release we had was like July or August last year, but
Oh, but that was a collab. Yeah.
it was a collab with Denzo and Drox, and our release on Tento was
7 April?
April
April, yeah.
9.
Yeah.
April 9, yeah. April 9, yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Antento, yeah, and I was looking. It's like a London label, and it's pretty nice. They have nice artwork. They always have like sort of like this. It's sort of like Japanese kind of manga vibes. Or
Yeah.
so.
Yes.
It makes me think of this. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I really like the tracks, man. Let's just kick it straight off so people know what people can make if you make music for a year. And oh yeah, by the way, Gino, what's your story? Did you
My
just
story.
watch what he did, and then how did that work actually?
Yeah,
Before I go to the
I
music?
watch a lot. What Sonny did after the course, he told me what you said the day before.
Yeah,
And I watch a lot of YouTube tutorials and watching with other producers
yeah,
and pay attention to it. And then in October, I was producing my own loops, and Sonny came along and he started the arrangement. So that's my story.
yeah, nice. So yeah. So you can learn a lot from people around you, and working together. I always
Yes.
tell my students as well, find like a mentor or a buddy that you can fire off ideas of. There's nothing better than to fire off ideas. I was living with my roommate Duncan in Holland. So when I moved in with him about like 2 years ago, I had already lessons in life, but just speaking to him, he said, "Why don't you update your website?" Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, but if you do this, you can, you get input, and then you can talk about it and get better. And the same is with making music, just sharing ideas, techniques, and whatnot. Nice,
Yes.
good to hear, man, that you jumped on the bandwagon, and we're ready for the advanced class soon, guys.
Yes, yes, it was just do it and you will learn it by just doing it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the best in the YouTube tutorial, and then trying to apply the new information. That's the way it goes.
yes,
Yeah, and before I did the course, we were with a lot of other guys in the studio, and then we was like, oh, let's put a sound there and let's put a sound there, and that was our role in the track making.
Yeah.
But after I started the course and went with the same guys in the studio, I was like, I know what you're doing now.
Yeah. So you understand
Oh,
how they're filling up the frequency spectrum or like
yeah,
the
yeah.
stereo
And then
image.
one of the first times
Yeah.
we were at another guy's studio, he was like, "Oh yeah, sidechain is this and that." I was like, "Oh, okay, whoa,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
nice." And then I
Yeah.
was like, "Sidechain, oh, that was lesson one."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
nice trick to have. You know, once you
yeah.
know the sidechain, you get like a lot more power going. Yeah. So which one are we gonna do first? We're gonna get a getaway or higher?
Getaway.
Getaway. Here we go.
No, I'm never gonna let you get away. Never gonna let you leave, hey. Never gonna let you get away from me. 'Cause what I feel for you, I can't hide. Can't control the way I feel inside. Never gonna let you get away from me. Get away. No, I'm gonna let you. Never gonna get away. No, I'm gonna let you. Never gonna get away.
Zijn kort hè deze. Ja.
Never gonna let you get away. Never gonna let you leave. Never gonna let
Demi
you
Eddie.
get away from me.
Whoa.
Dat is de baas.
That's Gino's girlfriend.
Dat is de baas in.
Yeah, is that Gino's boss? Yeah.
That's the boss, yeah.
We got Demi in the house. I hear
Yeah.
you're the boss.
He got 3 minutes left, then he has to go home.
Yeah. Like you're not allowed.
Dat wordt je niet thuis gehad.
So yeah, nice. And now what's the plan? Because you've done this first track, and now you've done this first EP, and now it's ready for the follow up. You know, get bigger labels, of course, or just have this as a steady label, and also like get maybe bigger labels, bigger reach more people. You know, that should be the plan, right? Or
Yeah.
is there already
Yeah,
something?
we how do you say it? We sometimes struggle with what do we want to make or what does fit our sound the best.
Ja.
But we just said ourselves, okay, we're just gonna make something that feels right at that moment.
Yeah.
So we made a probably more summer vibe house track when all the Netherlands was in almost a meter of snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we're like, oh, it's cold outside. Let's make a warm track.
Yeah.
Then we got like 6 or 7 tracks that are almost probably done or are done.
Yeah.
And then when someone reaches out to us from, oh, you got something laying around, we just send them over and then
Yeah.
see what the feedback is.
Yeah, it's good to have like a pack ready, you know. So for when you send something and they want to ask more, then you can send some more tracks, you know. Nice, so well prepared, you know. Yeah, maybe it's nice if we have a look in some of the projects.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Tayupov joined the chat. Welcome, Roman. Roman did my advanced course. Nice. It's full of students always, which is nice. I'm glad you're all watching. We got 23 people watching. That's nice.
Well, that's more than I come to a gigs. No.
Yeah, talking about gigs, how is that going? And I saw you planned a new event because you also do a lot of events, right? And what's the plan on this?
Well, we got our own entertainment organization where we host parties, house parties, all through Rotterdam. And in July, the first weekend after everything should be open, we're hosting house and techno stage on the festival.
Yes. Ooh, nice. That would be great, you know. So have your
Yeah,
your own. Do you have like also because I see you have speakers there and stuff. You bring your own stuff. Well, not to the festival, maybe they give you the
No,
stage.
that's
Yeah.
just for enforced.
That's for the forest, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
And we all know how that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, these are great though. Yeah, nice. So, but you have like also decoration and stuff that you always bring to like do you have like a shed or like a storage where you have all this?
Well, we had a shed with a logo on it, but it's really dated. We had a logo first with like spacey background, and so we still had that one. It was like, nah, we need to throw it away and make a new one. But
Yeah,
the new one isn't there yet.
Yeah. Well, when everything opens up, you can start using it again. So yeah, cool. Or you can make a new one, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so let's dive into some of the project stuff. I'm really curious to how what you're using, now, and how you construct the tracks. So feel free to share your screen and share the sound. Don't forget to share the sound.
Yeah.
It's a high fidelity stereo.
Yeah.
Smart thing.
There
Shall
we
we do?
go. Nice. Let me make it a bit more full screen. I can also like standards, and then we have us on top, which is great.
Which one do you? Oh, shall we start with the summer track?
Yeah, I'm curious to the summer track. Let's check this out.
Oh yeah. Okay. What was it called again?
Yeah, that's always hard to
Yeah,
beat vegan
That's-
but raw KK hack.
that's our problem.
Beat
which
vegan
is-
but raw KK.
Yeah.
You have great names. This is so
Yeah.
funny. Teaser final en nu echt. Ha ha ha. Oh, great.
Yeah. But it's like that was like the 15th version, and then he said, okay, final version. I was like, I don't think this is the right one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the right one. Yeah.
Yeah, the beat vegan but raw is pronounced as beat vegan, but that's something between Denzel and Drugs and us. So,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool. Hey, and
it's-
how does it usually go when you gezeik, laatste puntjes. That's so funny. Sorry nog kijken. So cool. Anyway, how does it usually go? So do you cook up the loops, Gino, and Sonny then comes in? Is that still the way you guys work, or is it now like you also come with some?
Sometimes when Sonny is at work or I am having time free available, sorry. Then I go to the studio and cook some loops and go into the arrangement.
Yeah.
And last week we were both in the studio and we cooked a new loop and arrangement and stuff. So
yeah.
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 The funny thing about when Sonny is alone, he's doing his own thing. When I'm alone, I do my own thing. And when we're together, we have our own style, So
yeah, cool.
But it's totally different than what I'm doing alone, what he's doing alone.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, let's put that two together. No, let's do something really different.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's nice that you have such a good, let's say, collab there. In that, sometimes it's really hard to work with somebody and get something logical, So it's nice that that's like a natural thing to you guys.
Yeah, no, but when we're together, when we're working together, we hardly discuss about some points. We are always how do you say that in English?
On the same page.
We always agree.
Always agree.
With each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also times that we don't agree with each other, but then it's like, okay, just leave it for now. Let's go further and then check it later.
Yeah.
Because then he forgets it and I got what I want.
Yeah.
Sometimes I put
That's
the
smart.
sounds that he want. I put them down so you don't hear it.
Yeah, smart move. Okay. Now you gave it away, and now he knows. Next time you say, let's.
But I do the same the other way around. So.
Okay. Hey, you also have to change your sound card to Zoom audio device, and then we're good to go.
Already.
Looking forward to hear this.
I did it already. This is one we did in a similar weekend, but it was really cool. But this one is also a collab with Denzel and Drox. I guess.
Under drugs.
Yeah.
Under drugs.
If the meek shall inherit the earth, then not the weak. Let me inherit the street, fuck it. You know what I mean? I love life, man. You know what I mean? Life is beautiful. It's just the shit in it that's fucked up. It's rough, but it's fair.
Do you have your speakers on? Yeah, maybe you want to turn these off.
If the mate shall inherit the earth, then not the weak. Let me inherit the street, fuck it. You know what I mean? I love life, man. You know what I mean? Life is beautiful. It's just the shit in it that's fucked up. It's rough, but it's fair. Shit in it that's fucked up. It's rough, but it's fair. People gotta go out there and bust they ass for a job. My dad got 5 kids, man, and he hates driving the bus, but he loves 5 kids. You feel me? I'm a rhyme artist, out here trying to grind my hardest. Up early so the milk's the cow. Keep my John Deere out here plowing the fields to keep my John Hancock's work up in the now. Went from hanging on blocks to hanging on chart positions as part of my mission to hanging on top. Gotta get your poly cracker on with some crackers and them shicey ass niggas if you like it or not. I've been rewired to work more efficiently in the dirt. I'm hands on with it, all up in my cuticles. Some try to get off the farm but fell into harm by getting in the game of them street pharmaceuticals. But I was raised in the blue collar themes, having white collar dreams, cause I see what it means to know the meek shall inherit the earth. But don't forget, the poor are the ones who inherit the debt. You can bet I got better things to do than that. I was a dick who got jerked by Tom and his boys. He came on.
Cool. Nice groove. Now it really starts, eh? I'm curious to some of these all these sounds. Well, how did you make those?
Well, how did we make it? We use I think it's this one. Yeah, we just take a sample from a synth loop, and then we put them where we want them, and then we use or tantra or sometimes we use diva for really different sound. And it's usually just the placement where we want to have them, and then just look for the right sound.
Yeah, sometimes you can get really cool sounds from like some synth loops, or I see that you have the Joko synth loops there that you took like a little tit from it, which is nice.
Yeah, this one, but it's been to tantra. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, tantra is amazing.
Yeah, tantra is amazing.
Every time I talk about tantra, I do a shout out to Aaron Volta.
Just that sound.
Nice. Yeah, cool. It's really nice. You could make it every time a different like filter on it. So it's cool.
Yeah.
So this is a nice groove. It's almost like already like 6.5 minutes. So just a little spicing up. I do find the finalizing of tracks really hard. The last bits are always the toughest. To get it to that final stage.
Yeah. We in the beginning we had a lot of trouble with finishing tracks. We were like, we're in a loop and it needs something more, and we're getting stuck on that. And now we just say, okay, if it sounds, it sounds. Just post it private on SoundCloud, send it to your friends as a DJ or a producer or to Camiel Daamen, and ask for their opinion and listen to it on 40 different speakers and in your car or in your headphones, and then you just say, okay, it's good enough, or you just we need to fix that, or we need to fix that, and you can
it's also like with from the perspective of when you have a really good loop and you're just fooling around with the loop all the time, you're like, what should I do? The best thing I think still is to just start arranging, and then along of the arranging you'll find more stuff. Maybe it needs a bit of this right here, and then it grows, and maybe it not becomes the best track you've ever made, but at least you get yourself to the ending stage of a track, and then the next one you'll make, you got some insights from the previous one which you can use for the next one. That's usually how I think it goes. Ari Mando's online. Yo, Ari, what's up?
Yo.
Nice. Cool. Yeah. Show me more. Really nice. What's the latest one? This is the Everyone, right?
everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
We made it Friday. We started this
Saturday.
last Saturday.
Yeah.
And when we build a track, it's go a lot faster than the track before. So that's what we. This is what we did from last Saturday.
Yeah, nice. Yes, the more you do it, the faster you go. So if at some point, and that's why it's so important that you keep on making music, like as if you can every day, because if you really have ambition to release a lot of music, like most of the people that has spent lockdown and that are ambitious to do music, should be making music. I think like trying to get honing the craft is just by doing and spending the hours, and and you'll get faster and faster. So if you did this only on a Saturday afternoon, then well done, you're getting there.
And what we also have as like a power from us is like Gino makes the loops, and when I get home from work at 6 o'clock, I'm like, oh, what did he cook up?
Nice.
And then he listened to the loop like 4 hours already, and I'm like, oh, that's new. Let's make an arrangement. And he's like, oh yeah.
Sometimes my ears are completely full, so then I'm talking to him like, hey, go to the arrangement, please, because
that's maybe great to like as a combination. If you work together with somebody, that's actually a really nice advantage. That if you're done with this loop that you've made, you can send it. Actually, me and Ari do it as well. Sometimes we send stuff to each other and one just finish it. Like here you go. Okay, let me lay this out. And then there's an arrangement, and then we finish it together. Usually, I'm the one that arranges. If he has a loop, I like to arrange it. I really like that, and just to lay it out. It takes like half hour just to put some blocks in a certain order and make some automation and see what happens, and then take it from there. And at least then there's something happening and it will give you new insight. So some people are really stuck always with their loops. I always say just lay it out and see what happens. And if it's not triggering you anymore, just move on, find another track, and then, lay that one out until you lay one out that's going to get to the end. That's, I think.
What I'm experiencing is when I build a loop and I get stuck, I will go to the arrangement, and then at that point you create some space to add more sounds, so it gets more rolling, So it's getting more interesting.
Yeah, just trying to make a story with the elements you have at that point, and then see whenever you need a new element to enhance the story or to move it into a new direction halfway or whatever, But at least there's something happening, Just staring at the loop and listening to it is not going to change a lot, So for me, getting out of session view is really liberating. Yeah.
At that point, when you keep listening to the same loop, I'm getting tired of it, and I will start a new loop. So
Yeah, which is also fine. Sometimes you can go back to all these sort of like brain farts and see like, okay, this one is nice. I'm going to finish. I was actually cleaning out my 2020 folder and I found like a super nice track. So last night I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a track out of this, man. It's a great loop, like some acid stuff. And then, then half hour later I was like, yeah, it's great. And then I muted all the new stuff. I was like, oh, wait. This was way better. So then I spent like a half hour basically doing nothing, but it's fun and you get to work it out. But I had to be real with myself. Like everything I added was horrible. Only one vocal sample could make the cut. But then I was like, okay, fuck it. It's not my night, and that's okay. Then you call it a night or you make some sounds and you go to bed and you'll see next time, But it's nice to just work on something. And I will find a moment because I left the loop the way it really triggered me. So every time I listen to it, I go like, ooh, this bass line, it's such a great bass line. And I'm like, okay, I'll find a moment when I can finish this track. But that's with all your brain farts. At some point you can see them and go like, oh, you know what? I'm going to make this one. I'm finish this one. And then suddenly you have a bright moment and there you get a whole track, Yeah. So, everyone, let me hear it. Let's go for it. Maybe we can skip the DJ-friendly intro and go to 17 or maybe 33. I don't know when your bass line kicks in. Oh, there it's already. Oh, you sent this to me. Hugo's online. Hugo Oostendorp, guys. Hey.
Hey. No.
What's his artist name again? I forget. He makes nice music.
Great producer and DJ.
Yeah, but I listen to a lot of his music. What was it again? Hugo, what's your artist name again? Drop it.
Easttown.
Easttown. Oh, that's it. I really like this name. Yeah. Easttown, that's it.
And order speakers at home every day. We move, we jack to the beat in this way. It's all about house music. And this.
I like the minimal drop here. Super cool. Always gives you a chance to rebuild the track. Like it's an hi-hat. You drop everything, right? Yeah. Ah, there you go. Cool. It's a cool idea.
Yes.
That was last Saturday.
Oh, cool. And you know how any particular things how you what you did? Maybe you could use some pads or something. You know, some like pad sound in there.
Yeah, we called you like an hour ago.
yeah. For the simpler. Yeah.
How do I reverse a pad in or loop a pad in simpler?
Did you find the icons?
Yeah, I found it in sampler, not in simpler.
Okay, yeah. In simpler, I don't think you can make it go reverse. I'm not sure.
No.
Yeah.
That's where we found we found a sampler and then we made an how you say it a pad sound in analog
And chord.
in analog with a chord with the minor or major chord in front of it, and then we put it to tantra, so you hear the sound and freeze it again. Otherwise Zoom and Ableton are not working together. But yeah, the pad on the first is like how it was.
Oh yeah.
And that's where tantra comes in.
Ah, cool. Then it goes into like ARP mode.
Yeah.
How cool.
So to get some variation in the pad.
Yeah, to make it some movement. Maybe you can later on you go back to make this floaty vibe again, and then go back into the ARP vibe. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's only there for like 1.5 minutes. Maybe just drop it somewhere else as well. But you know, it's your track. I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah, I've been hearing for over a year now that my tracks are boring because there's nothing happening after the first 16 beats. So.
Well, then you know what to do.
Yeah, take an advanced course.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna look for the other one.
Hey, Topski's online. He says, "Nice track, guys. Motivation for me to finish my tracks." Yeah, for sure, Topski. You did really well in the remix contest. You ended pretty high. So yeah, man, keep it going.
Nee,
Sorry?
klaar? Nee, toch? Yeah.
How cool. We're getting a live, like, okay, this is what we're working on. Super nice. I like it. Yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having you in the class. So you want to do the June advanced course, yeah? In June, start again. Yeah, super nice.
Where is it?
Okay.
I can find it in the finished tracks.
No worries. Let's go to Higher in the meantime, because we haven't played Higher yet. That was also released on Tento, and Tento
is on the same EP.
EP. And it is a London-based label, right? It also had 2 remixes. I saw. Are there any guy? I saw this guy Dixon DXBN or something.
Demby. Yeah, Demby. He did a EP before us. He's a very talented producer from England.
Yeah.
But I have a chat once with him, but
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I've never. I saw a lot of names I didn't know, but the music sounded pretty cool on that label.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's a great label for starting producers, and it's a big platform.
yeah. They can also grow, of course. I saw they also do
Yeah,
events, which is nice. It's a bit like Anderdox, but then in England,
yeah,
it's two
yeah.
guys running.
There's a lot of big talents on that label. So
Yeah, just in England, it's very booming at the moment. I think lots of people are really inspired by how the sound's evolving right now. So,
yeah,
especially this house and this UK kind of, house. It has been you had UK house for a long time. Back in the day when like when I did the releases on Viva Music. For Darius's compilation, that was super UK house, and I think it's still the same sort of vibe, but it became a bit more stripped down, a bit more minimal at the moment, and lots of people are jumping in on this because it's just a nice genre, so to speak, And yeah, UK always has delivered great genres and great sort of hype around the sound, which is nice. So yeah, cool. Let's listen to what these guys released of yours, and we can look at this artwork again. Super cool.
You elevate me, you elevate me, you elevate me. Keep on lifting me higher, higher. You elevate me, you elevate me, you elevate me. Keep on lifting me higher. I'm never gonna give
Nice. Deze, I really like this one. I really like this one.
yeah. We played a lot with the vocal.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cheery. It's a cheery tune. So if you hear this on the beach or on an early time at a festival, it's putting you into a vibe. So
yeah.
the happy woman voice and the vocal,
Yes.
percussion vocoder.
Yes, it's fun. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really puts you into like this happy state, You
Yeah.
really want to dance. I guess it's
oh, the
also
dance.
yeah, yeah. Ooh. It also works really well on the dance floor. I think that women really like, they always like vocals a lot, just to like shout and
Yeah.
that really
Yeah.
works well. It's nice. It's good for the vibe. I thought of a question for you guys. Like what do you do? What did you do mixing wise? Did you have somebody mix down the track for you guys, or did you mix it yourself there?
Yeah, we had a friend of ours mix the track for us. I can show you our version of it. But he mixed the track for us. He released on Rossum Deep last Friday.
Yeah.
So he's more into the mixing and mastering part of of tracks, and so we had him help us. Yeah.
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 Because the room you have there is not really treated. It's hard to get something mixed unless you're maybe on headphones or so. But it's nice. I was just wondering like how was the mix done? It's good, if you have a good mixing engineer, or you have somebody that's in the same sound and does a good job, then always nice to go there. And to be honest, it's horrible mixing.
Yeah. At this stage, we need to learn how to mix down
Yeah.
track. So,
Yeah, man, mixing can be so daunting, and I know I teach and stuff, but for me also, like sometimes because it's very personal. Also, if you have your track and you just, I remember with the track I did for Josh, the Schwarzenegger, that's like I couldn't get it right, and then the low end it didn't work, and then my bass stopped because I used some kind of weird plugin. The bass wasn't the same anymore, and I got and now Josh is sending me a track he's working on, and he can't get the bass right. I think we're texting the whole week and sending version after version. So it's everybody struggles, with some track, at some point that you can't get right, So then it's really nice that if you know somebody that mixes really well, that you can say, hey, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna send you all the stems. Here's some money.
Take my money. Yeah.
But at this point for us, Ableton is just one big adventure, and we are finding out how to work with plugins, and at this moment we are
still
rookies.
And we're still using almost only stock plugins from Ableton.
Which is
The only
cool.
other plugins we use is Tantra, Hive, and Diva.
Yeah. And which the Hive and Diva are pretty nice. I haven't got Hive. I really want to check into it. I see many people use it, but I just got Blue from Rob Papen, so I'm now exploring that one. And I'd rather do one by one than having like 20 new plugins at one point. But nice. And Diva is great. It swallows CPU, but it sounds amazing. Yeah. Did I give you that pack?
You did.
Okay, just checking.
I is one of our first finished projects, I guess.
Yeah, I think we finished Higher before Getaway. But we started Getaway earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I really like Higher. I don't know if I have to choose, then I would go for Higher.
Yeah, this was the unmixed version.
Yeah, he really picked it a bit. Vocals, I like the vocal. Where did you get the vocal?
That's Gino on a Sunday morning. No.
So I'm having a few beers and
You start singing really high. High, so therefore the track's called Higher.
Yeah. No, we use Loop Cloud and Splice a lot for vocals.
Yeah, I have to get into Loop Cloud. I just got Splice recently again, like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I think I'm gonna move to Loop Cloud because you can actually pitch it into your track and you can already like play with it a bit. I think that's pretty valuable. So I think I'm gonna move to Loop Cloud and check that out.
Yeah, because we're really lazy as well. So when we can make Loop Cloud say, oh, we got a sample in C here, but we want it in B, just let Loop Cloud pitch it for you and use it.
Oh, that's also the service they do. That's great. Splice doesn't do that, or maybe it does. I think Splice does do that as well.
And there's also a DIY. I say it coupling connection. So it's perfectly synchronized with your BPM.
Man. I'm gonna check Loop Cloud because I'm really.
I would recommend it.
Splice is not. Okay, so everybody stop using Splice, start using Loop Cloud. We're not sponsored by them. This is like a honest.
No, because I'm sponsoring Splice every month still.
I think I'm gonna cancel it. I'm gonna cancel and try Loop Cloud because I also want to check that out because I think Timmy P was also using it. We did a dive in live. If you haven't seen it, check the dive in live with Timmy P. He also has somebody to mix for him actually, which is nice. Yeah, cool. And for the rest, is there any specific? What did you use in the bass here? I see sometimes you use samples, and then you use like one like hit from that bass loop, and just use that for
yes.
creating
Sometimes we use just bass samples. But what I'm experiencing is when I take a small cut of a bass loop and use that as a sample, it sounds more full.
Yeah.
When I use a normal sample.
Yeah, I love it also. I used to do that a lot, man. Back in the day, my tracks always had samples, basically. I was just building full tracks only with using little parts of samples and whatnot. Not so much plugins. Nowadays, I do more sound design, but yeah, it's interesting. I need to go back to that workflow, man. I made like 3 tracks a day sometimes. Ridiculous.
And the one with only the loops you said, right?
The ones with only loops.
Where you were spinning on a birthday.
But that then you go super fast. So it does work. I know like Joko only works with loops mostly. Like sometimes he samples his Nordlied, on top of it. But yeah, it's nice to build like the whole drum section just with loops, and Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, and this one we used like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vocoders.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Vocoders.
we found out. Oh, what's this vocoder? Let's use it on everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Vocoder the whole thing.
Yeah, play as the part.
vocoder,
Yeah.
vocoder.
Yeah, play the parts. Okay, that's it. Tensive Line says Loop Cloud is awesome. I'm gonna move to Loop Cloud.
Oh, when he says you do it, and then okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we know our place.
Yeah, yeah.
What do we got more?
No, I want to check out these. Show us the what you did with the vocoder.
Oh yeah, okay. This. What's it called?
And there's an LFO on it. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Moving
Yeah,
filters.
this is
Explain
just
that stuff.
This is just. Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
This is cool. And it
Yeah,
gets
and-
the audio from the synth.
Yeah, it's the audio from the synth on this one. This one. Down.
And this is this. Yeah. How cool. Nice groove. I like it. 5 vocoders. They're on sale.
Yeah, just like a small tapping sound in the background.
Yeah, it's nice. You create all these percussions. You can make them go left and right, whatever. Yeah, this one goes left and right, I think. So. And these are just normal drum loops, but then they've been morphed.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are great change. So people use a vocoder, a bandpass filter, an LFO to move the bandpass filter frequency, sidechain the hell out of it, a little bit of low cut, and you're ready to go. You know.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's very, very, very nice. These type of things are really like used a lot in this type of music. You know, create this movement.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, and sometimes we see a video and we find something out, and we're just heading to the studio and just try it out.
Yeah. I think that's the best way, you know, to find some information. Then look at it, go like, all right, let me try it. You know, therefore I do the Dive Live tutorial, so like maximum of like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 12, maybe 12. But you know, if it's like
40.
I think there's nobody that ever watched the 40-minute tutorial and then went like, you know what, I'm gonna make some music, you know, because after 40 minutes of watching a tutorial.
The 40-minute one is the how to make a house beat from scratch, right?
Yeah.
I watched it.
Yeah, you know, but I think that's you know, if you do this, then it's like after 40 minutes, you spend all your time watching a tutorial. I'd rather watch like 5 to 10 minutes tutorial and then apply the information. And I think that way you learn the best, because you can watch tutorials as much as you can, but if you don't apply the stuff, then you forget. It's actually, I read somewhere, I think on my Flipboard once, and like a scientific thing, that if you learn something, you have to apply it within 24 hours. Because within 24 hours, half of the information is already gone from your brain, literally, you know? So if you apply it, it becomes more of a thing. And if you tell somebody else about it, it's also becoming something in your brain, you know, like something, a memory. Sort of.
Yeah, that's also really nice about your way of teaching. Here comes the promotional speech. But yeah, what you teach us something, and then you try, then you give us the time to figure it out in the lesson, and then you say, and you're playing the dumb guy. What do I need to do next?
Yeah, that's always
And
funny.
you make us tell you what to do. So we listened to it, we talked about it, and we did it.
Yeah.
And you're like, few steps
it's funny.
ahead.
It's
Then
funny.
when
Then
you're
I say, hey,
waiting
why
for-
don't I have sound? I don't have sound. And then
Yeah.
everybody goes, the alien.
Where's my alien?
Yeah. There's the alien. Yeah.
What I'm always doing is when I'm watching tutorials, I write it down what's important for me. So when I go to the studio, I get my phone and then I
Get your notes.
This was important, so I'm gonna try this at this point now, and that's how I work.
Yeah, that's a great way also. I once saw this interview with this guy called Object. I used to follow him years ago, like I think 15 years ago. I was listening to his mixtapes, and like at some point he became like a really big DJ because he's a really good selector, and but he also started producing a lot more. And then at some point there was this Red Bull Music Academy kind of interview. I really love these sessions, and he said like sometimes I just go to the studio, I listen to the track, I write down everything that needs to change. Then I'm going into the track, I change exactly what I have written down, not more. And then I leave the track, and then the next day I come back, I do it again, and I just go on until I don't have anything to write down anymore, and then the track's done.
That's kind of the way we do it. We go, let's say on Monday evening, we go to the studio, start something or try to finish something, put it on SoundCloud on private, and listen to it the next day, and just text each other from, oh, maybe we need to change the EQ on the bass line, or we
Yeah.
need to change that, and then we just do that, and then listen to it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what you said, you were last night putting all stuff on your track
Yeah.
and made it only worse.
Yeah, exactly. And I ended up deleting everything because it's the loop was nice. Yeah, you want to hear? Do you want to hear the loop?
Yeah.
Maybe I can start to fire up my Ableton. Let's see. I'll fire it up. Yeah, it's it's sometimes you have this. If you're not creative, I think the best thing to do would be to just leave it, or to make sounds, or just select a bank of sounds, go to some presets and select them for your next session. And just leave the track. And that's what I did after half hour. I thought, okay, this is not going anywhere. I just quit everything, and then I did something for Lessons in Life, but I thought, like, okay, it's not my music night. You feel, and instantly, if you're struggling making something logical, then you should quit it for a bit. I think you can. So I need to share my screen with you now, I think.
Yay.
Let's see, share screen, share sound, zip. So now you should see my Ableton, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I really like this loop, man. It's something that I think I made during a lesson with one of my private students, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna finish it." I totally forgot about it until like I went to like weed out all the crap from my from my hard drive from last year. And
Is this the loop you did for me?
No, it's a loop I did for Razi. I think Razi Z. He's more like a melodic artist. He releases on Pipe and Pochette and all these more organic house labels. And he did some private lessons with me, and I showed him some about sequencers actually. And now I call it Energia because I'm in Spain, of course. So everything I'm now really into like these Spanish titles.
Yeah, we had like last year before like lesson 3 or 4 in the course, I was like, oh, I'm getting stuck, man. And you said, okay, let's come a half hour earlier, and then we look through it together. And you started a loop, and you were like, okay, I'm gonna finish this.
I'm not sure if I just need to check that one out if that's still on my computer. Should be. I'm getting close to that date actually because I'm going through everything now. All right, so this is the loop. I did add some hi-hat loops. Let's see. Come on, load. Yeah, so there's the vocal. Yeah, so I think this is now. I'm not sure if you are you hearing it? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is it. This is just the loop, and this bass, and then here, and it's a bass line I think I made on. Oh, yeah, this is a bass line I made on Operator. Yeah, it's this. I can, so you can play with it. That's so nice to play this. So yeah, this was it, and I added this. So I'm not sure about the vocal, but I added loads of other stuff, and I was like, no, fuck it, it's gone. Oh, Savant One is asking, is that template available? No, unfortunately not. This is really something that I want to finish actually, and it's also containing lots of loops, so I could never, or I should give it away for free, which could also be an option. Maybe I'll put it in one of my Daamen Live tutorials. Who knows? But there is
you won't.
There is a groove template available on if you go to Lessons in Live on the YouTube channel, you find a tutorial which is called Groove Template, and there I made a whole groove with only Ableton devices, so you can check that on there, and then there's a link to my Gumroad page /Lessons in Live, and you'll find the template there. But yeah, this was the loop. It was nice, right? I really wanted to. So this is really nice. But then I wanted to add stuff, and everything I added it wasn't just not working. So I'm just not like, you know what? Because I get so excited from the loop, I don't want now to add all kinds of stuff that the next time I'm opening it, it doesn't excite me as much anymore, and then I'll leave it. So I have it now still. It's like fresh, and I'll get to it whenever I'm
Just
ready.
go to the arrangement.
Yeah, just go to the arrangement.
Just go to the
Yeah.
arrangement.
And I was thinking about that, but I first want to like add just a bit more elements, and then I'll go. And if it doesn't work, then next time I'll definitely go make an arrangement. Maybe I'll record it live. I got my APC 40 and my push here, so I can make a little live setup. Because if you can make a track interesting with just these elements, playing with the bass, and maybe some filters on the drums, or just maybe it just needs a clap more, or needs some I don't know, some percussive element, or maybe some stabs in there. If you can make it how do you call it, compelling for like 6 to 7 minutes only with this, then you have a strong track. And then it's just a matter of not adding too much, and leave the evolution of the track going. It's nice. It's a bit more of a techno-y kind of vibe. Yeah, but yeah, cool. Yeah, guys. So so what's up? So you're gonna do parties now again. Things seem to be opening up. So you got the festival planned.
Yeah.
If that goes well, is there anything more that you're focusing on this year, or any goals that you want to have? Like, hey, we want to definitely sign like 1 or 2 EPs before the end of the year. What's up?
We have a EP in June at the OBP label from England as well. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are now working
Yeah.
working on it.
Yeah, you know me. It's OBP. Yeah.
So they approached us to do an EP on their label. So we are honored to do that.
How cool.
Working on it, and it's scheduled for June. And we've got a tune with Luc Ploeg, signed at Miffed Out, also an English label, and we're gonna get on the VA.
Yeah,
Some
cool.
VA.
Yeah.
So that's our. And from then, we are. We are searching. We are.
Yeah, you're
looking
still
for
growing. Yeah.
which label, which bigger labels we want to approach ourselves, and
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some gigs planned international in like Bologna, Italy, which were cancelled in the first weekend of Corona. But they told us after Corona you can come as well. You can still come, so that's also on the agenda.
Yeah.
And,
That's nice.
visit Camiel, Daamen in Valencia, and
Yeah. Who knows, man? Maybe I'll find a nice club here. We can do a night here. That would be great, actually. I've never really done parties a lot, but who knows? I'm here anyway. So if there's something, but it would be great to have like a little spot here to throw some parties. But yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Good to hear you guys are.
and you're gonna call it Camiel's Casa.
Yeah, Camiel's Casa. Yeah, Camille Casa.
With the sub parties, it's we are dependent of the government.
Yeah.
But we're trying to focus on legal parties this year.
We are only doing legal parties. I promise it.
Yeah, because you had to promise on the news that you wouldn't do it again. Yeah. Okay,
We won't do
Sonny.
it again.
Don't do it again.
Can you cut this one?
Yeah.
There are clubs that are planning for coming August. There are clubs that are planning for September and October. We got a few bookings in Now Wow with Let's Go, and Music is the Answer. Two parties from Rotterdam as well, great friends of us.
Yeah.
And 4th of December, we got our own club, Anderdox, hosting in Now Wow during Music is the Answer. So,
Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff. You guys always been super active with parties. I remember when you start following the course, you're like, hey, I want to do lessons. Oh, by the way, we do parties, and I checked out what you were doing. I was like, oh, how cool! These guys are super active. And every lesson he would be like, yeah. It was Tuesday, of course. The lessons are on Tuesday. He was like, oh yeah, we're the party man.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Sonny, are you stay awake?
Stay awake. Okay.
Yeah. So fun. Yeah, good, man. Well, I'm really happy that we could like show what you guys did, And I'm really proud to get and happy that that you're still at it, you know, with the music. And yeah, if you keep on going, you'll just be growing musically, and many more gigs will come, I think, you know, as soon as everything opens up. So keep it rocking, and you can always give me a call to ask something, you know, no worries. Sometimes I'll just tell you, yeah, you gotta Google that, you know.
Yeah. No, you always tell me you gotta Google it.
I tell a lot of people.
Google it as well.
I tell a lot of
Or you
people.
can use the Ableton manual guide, which is
Yeah.
like 890 pages.
Yeah, but it also has a Google function, you know. You can search,
Yeah.
and you don't get an invoice from Ableton like, "Hey, you've used the manual this often." No, I find sometimes people ask me something, and I just go, "Okay, I just have to," and then I go to like, "Let me Google that for you," and I sent them the link, and then they say, "Well, I wanted to Google it, but it wasn't." And then some people get offended when I do that, you know. But it's nice because it's nice, you know. I didn't have Google when I started making music, you know. I had to ask a guy at work that knew a guy, and I had to wait for 2 weeks to learn how I could use my synth with controller 71 and controller 74, which is like your filter and your resonance. Man, it took me 2 weeks to figure that out. Now you just go on YouTube. You're like, how to use your, you know, what controller number is it on old-fashioned MIDI, whatever. You know, you can Google anything. So yeah, if somebody asked me a question that you could find in like 1 minute, so it took me, maybe it's even longer to ask me and to wait for my answer than just checking it on internet. You know, so I sometimes just I do that because I love you guys. You know.
Love you too.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, thanks for being here, and
Thanks for having us.
yeah, of course, it's nice. You know, I'd like to be a platform for Toro. You know, from Sydney Charles to Anderdox. We're gonna get everybody in the
But
same.
that's the same level.
Yeah, of course. Man. We all start somewhere. We all end up somewhere. That's how it goes. You know, and I think that's pretty nice. And even Tensive Line, who also he started like with my master classes in Groningen when I just started lessons in live. One of the first. I think he was at the first masterclass I ever did, and that's like about 4 years ago. And he's always watching still, and he won the remix contest that I organized with Rob Hess. So you know, eventually everybody gets somewhere, and you know we all start somewhere. And I think it's great to have a platform where we share knowledge and ideas. And yeah, thanks for sharing yours today.
Yes, we're gonna work hard and yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to be back in
future.
Holland.
We have another dive in live, so we can
Yeah.
we can compare the steps we will make now. So
We could do one like end of the year, beginning next year, and then with after all the releases you guys had, and I'm really looking forward to that one already. Yeah, definitely.
yes, let's
We can go really in depth
can.
then.
And let's see if we can put 40 vocoders in a track instead of 5.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that, you know. So everybody online, we still had like a solid 20 people watching on all the different platforms. Thank you all for watching. This is the Dive in Live. We have way more shows online on YouTube. So check out all the episodes that I did. There's free presets and preset packs on gumroad.com/lessons in live. For courses or masterclasses that I organize. I'm doing a mixing masterclass with Nora Q again soon, and advanced and beginners courses are starting in 1
June.
month, I believe.
In
June, yeah. The beginners is now starting in August. I'm taking a little break from that one, and follow me and ask me stuff if you want to know stuff. I see here somebody post, want to become famous, buy followers and viewers on. Oh, I want to become famous. Oh. Bigfollows.com, guys. We have to get there. You get more and more spam.
I'll Google it.
I'll Google it. Yeah.
I will write it down.
Yeah, good. Exactly. You can check it out later. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us again.
Hasta luego.
Adios.
Buenas noches.